And welcome to the guide review. Right now we're going to review NCAA 12 for the Xbox 360. And Will here is going to contribute because he's not a huge sports game guy, so it'll be interesting to get his perspective.
Definitely. I haven't really been involved with a football game since Madden 95.
That was a long time ago.
Which was 1995, so.
Talk about technology shock going from Madden 95 to NCAA 12.
Yeah, but NCAA 12 really blew me away just with its appearance.
Right.
Put together so well.
It looks amazing, and it has a lot of great modes to it. Now, on-field, NCAA 12 is very similar to NCAA 11. The gameplay on the field hasn't changed a lot. They improved the tackle animations,
right,
where you don't have like the tackle suction when you get close to a guy, then you suck into him to make the tackle.
You actually have to work for it now.
Yeah, I had some trouble where I'd go after to sack the quarterback, and before, once I got close, you kind of just suck into him and you get the sack.
Right.
Here, a couple times, I just ran right by, like barely missed him by like a micron, and he didn't set. So it changes some of the gameplay. It goes a lot more fluid on the field, and the defensive AI has been improved, especially in zone coverage. The defenders do a much better job of covering a receiver and then passing it off to the next defender. So
yeah, that's something that appeals to me because that's part of the reason why I never got too into older sports games. The AI was always so easy to find a loophole with, to get around. But this one seems pretty airtight.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have the big modes. Road to Glory has been overhauled, and I think for the better.
Definitely.
This time, practice matters because on the Road to Glory, you're trying to earn your coach's trust. And you do that by practicing, doing well in practice. What's kind of cool is you can start off as like the third string quarterback, and you also have to play for position and work your way up, and then once you get to the starting quarterback, if you start playing poorly, you'll have to defend to keep your position. So I love that element, something I kind of like to see in Madden.
Right, and you have to do it to be able to get to those positions. It's not something you can get around in the road to glory.
Nothing. You don't start off as a starting quarterback and you can play anything.
Yeah.
Like, I love the fact that you have to earn your coach's trust. You start off, you can only do the play the coach sends in, but as you earn his trust, you can start flipping routes, you can start doing hot routes, and then eventually you can call audibles and do all the things that you're used to doing.
Right, yeah.
But you can't until you earn your coach. Great element. Love the Road to Glory. And then Dynasty mode, a few tweaks there. I like the coaching carousel. You'll start off at a school. I chose New Mexico Lobos.
Yeah.
And if you start off the head coach, it plays like you always have played the game.
Right.
But what's kind of cool is there's certain expectations you have to meet during the season, like beating Mountain West Conference rivals. And if you meet those expectations, you have a better chance of keeping your job.
Right, and then if you do really well, then at the end of the season, other teams, colleges will basically draft you.
They'll make an offer to you.
Yeah.
You could move up to a better school, get a better contract, but maybe you go on and become an offensive coordinator somewhere. Then all you have control over is the offense, which is an interesting element.
Yeah, so you have to be careful what position you really want to be in charge of, because you can have a solid offense, but if your defense just blows it, then you're just going to have equally bad stats for the season.
Yeah, it was hard to improve on NCAA 11, but I think they made some tweaks, mostly to the presentation. There's a great use of the ESPN license in NCAA 12. It looks like you're watching Saturday afternoon football on ESPN.
Totally, and especially with the graphics engine on the replays, you can see the blades of grass.
See turf getting kicked up by the players and stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. So the presentation got a nice tweak, and it looks the best I've ever seen it, and adds to that whole college flair. I would give NCAA 12 a solid 5 out of 7. There's a few tweaks and a few bugs that have been in the game forever that still haven't gone away.
Right.
But it is a solid football experience that will tide you over until Madden 12 gets here.
Totally, and just from my short experience, I wouldn't disagree with that rating.
5 out of 7?
Yeah.
And the cool thing was, playing through Road to Glory reminded me of how, as Christians, we're trying to earn our coach's trust. Earn God's trust.
And the more trust that we earn with God, the more we can do with Him through Him.
The more we can go on and do greater things. The Bible talks about how we are being perfected from glory to glory, and that He who began a good work in us will continue it to perfection. And part of that is our responsibility as well, being disciplined, being consistent. No one likes discipline. Great football players need it. We do as Christians, and the more we do that, the more God can trust us with, the more we can change the world around us. So, Road to Glory for us as Christians isn't that much different from Road to Glory in NCAA 12.
Maybe a little less bruises and broken bones.
Yeah, maybe a few.
Hopefully.
That's going to wrap up our review of NCAA 12.
Read the full one online. Don't forget the website, gameandmovieguide.com, or join us on conversations at facebook.com/gameandmovieguide.
And we'll see you next time.